Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
The top of the episode in the same 2009, we are Nerdities, Nerdities' finest, third show tonight. Holy shit, let's go! Nobody's got anything personal we're talking about. That's fucking right. Let's get into the show. Casting. Who's got casting?
Lots of casting.
Yeah, I got some shit. I got some shit. Do you not have it? You don't have it?
I don't. I must have just not noticed this week. Apparently Joe knows there's some huge casting.
Kyle Chandler's fucking Hal Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
That this week?
Yeah, that was confirmed this week.
The two Green Lantern castings as this happened.
Yes.
Yeah. And then in fucking super nerdy news, not only did we get the confirmation that the live-action Voltron movie is fucking happening, but
Not casting.
the Henry Cavill's has been cast in it. We just don't know who he's playing.
So the odds are villain or the king or emperor or whoever.
Definitely leaning villain or Voltron.
I mean, like, the robot.
Yeah.
I hope he didn't sign on just to motion capture the robot.
No, fuck motion capture.
Just put him in the suit.
Uh-huh.
No, not even the suit. At this point, just Henry Cavill floating in space.
They paint on the suit.
No, he just wears, like, sock puppets. One that's orange on one hand, one that's green on another.
Fuzzy slippers.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do this.
You sure you're going to fix it in post? What's post?
And I'll form the head.
He better not be one of the pilots of the Voltrons, because they're kids.
They are young.
Yeah.
Although if they go the way of that Voltron series that was on Netflix, he could be the oldest. And wouldn't be off, because he was a bit older than the rest of the group.
Like in his 30s old? I wouldn't be surprised. It's crazy though, like, Cavill's not really that big of a star. Except he's that big of a star.
He's a pretty big fucking star, dude.
He hasn't done anything besides Superman that's fucking amazing. Like, what has he done?
I mean, a lot of people love The Witcher.
Yeah.
What one?
Yeah, The Witcher.
He was big in Mission Impossible.
I had one movie. He left The Witcher. That was a drop in the bucket. The guy really is known for Deadpool and Wolverine at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Superman, he was in Argyle, Man from U.N.C.L.E., Enola Holmes, the Count of Monte Cristo, he was in Immortals, he was big from The Tudors. That shit was popular as fuck.
Barely remember that show was on.
He was in Hellraiser, Hellworld.
Hey, I brought this up. I know that fact, but I'm saying star.
He was in My Girl, too. I mean, that's a fair... I mean, a bunch of other shit, too. That seems like a fair amount.
Did you fucking say My Girl, too?
Yeah, he was in My Girl, too.
Okay, My Girl, too. I have to Google this. Just making sure.
Yeah, My Girl, too. You fucking Google it. It's on his IMDb.
Or just watch the movie.
My Girl, too.
Okay, so other casting.
I hear rumor that Denzel is going to be Dormammu.
I read that today.
That's weird.
That's
I don't
right.
like it.
That's what I fucking said.
He'll be the human, him and Dormammu in his human form.
Yeah.
Dormammu shouldn't have a human form right out of the gate. They had it perfectly fine with Cumberbatch playing Dormammu, or whoever Dormammu's talking to as who is playing them. He's too big a presence to... It's a waste of Denzel.
I agree with that. It is a waste of I would love Denzel to be in the MCU, but as a more prominent character because Denzel.
If you have Denzel looking like Dormammu looked in the first Doctor Strange, it's a waste of him. If you have it just looking like Denzel, but it's Dormammu, you've undercut the character of Dormammu. It doesn't work for me either way.
Mm-hmm.
Give Denzel somebody way better than that.
Charles Xavier.
I could live with it.
I could totally. It's a good enough actor.
Okay. I'm gonna get in your mind. Now, and you're not gonna like it, but we're gonna work through this. We're gonna work through this because you and me were together in this. I think I'm gonna start working on a Denzel impersonation.
I don't think you should.
You know what though? It's not racist because he's such an individual. It's like doing an Eddie Murphy impersonation.
But like,
Okay, all right. I understand. You're upset. You're worried. You're concerned. We're a company. You're not trying to get us canceled.
I don't want
But
to
it's
get
Denzel. People get it.
I don't want to get canceled, bro.
I would like to see his reaction if they ever go back to the Dormammu I've come to bargain.
Okay, all right. I'm here to bargain with you. We can work this out. You and me. Okay.
Nah, I'd be like, I ain't bargaining for shit.
Fin Fang Foom ain't got shit on me.
All right, that's all the casting I have.
Okay, cool. Trailers. I got 3. I could be wrong, but I think that's everything. You probably don't have the one that I have. One of them.
I have 3. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe.
There's one that I must have missed on here. I'll get the dumb one out of the way. A couple weeks ago, I brought up that there's a Starship Troopers VR game coming out.
Yes.
There's also a Starship Troopers first-person shooter for the consoles and PC and whatnot coming out. It's called Starship Troopers Extermination. This one looks a bit better. There's a mechanic in it where as you kill the bugs, they don't just disappear. They start to build up. So they can crawl on the carcasses of their fallen mates and swarm you. So that's a nice little function. It's just, I'm laughing my ass off now. We're 3 years away from the 30th anniversary of the movie, but because Helldivers was so fucking big this year, they had to jump the gun with everything they were probably planning. This one kind of looks decent. I'm not going to buy it. Of course, the fuck cares about a Starship Troopers game, but it's coming. The Monkey from Oz Perkins.
Bro.
Osgood Perkins. Now, I have no clue who Osgood Perkins is. Does anyone have any idea, have any knowledge about his backstory?
Osgood Perkins.
Are you looking it up?
Yep, Oz Perkins.
Don't bother. He's Anthony Perkins' son.
Oh, he looks like him. Yeah.
In some features, yeah. And he's been an actor
The fuck you say?
for a long time. If you look at his IMDb, he was in Legally Blonde as an actor.
All right.
Yeah. His IMDb, you want to look at this because it's so fucking odd, especially from the guy who directed Long Legs and I'm the Pretty Thing That Lives in the Wall or whatever it is.
Yeah, I have a pretty thing that lives in the house. Yeah.
Oh,
Gretel
shit.
and Hansel.
He did Gretel and Hansel, huh?
Yeah. I still have to watch that because he's a very distinct
That's fucked up.
He was uninterested guy in not another teen movie.
Yeah, so he came into this thing as an actor, the son of an actor-director, because lest we forget, Anthony Perkins directed Psycho 3.
But he also played a young version of his father in Psycho 2.
Oh, he was in Nope
Yeah,
and Star Trek.
he was a cop in Wolf, that underrated Jack Nicholson, Michelle Pfeiffer werewolf movie.
That movie was weird.
I enjoy it. I know a lot of people don't, but I like the pace of it. But yeah, he's also in the 2009 Star Trek movie.
Oh, he played young Norman in Psycho 2.
Mm-hmm. That's what Joe just said. You just pulled a Joe, Justin.
Sorry, I was eating.
Okay. So yeah,
My
his
bad,
next
Joe.
movie is called The Monkey. Now, if you're a Mystery Science Theater 3000 fan like I am, and you remembered Merlin's Shop of Horrors episode, you know how fucking funny it is to see this thing in a movie. There's an entire segment of a really shitty B movie starring Ernest Borgnine about Merlin trying to find one of these clappy fucking handed monkeys that's a murderer. So I'm kind of chuckling at the concept, but this is Osgood Perkins. So he's going to make it fucked up.
It's also based on a short story of Stephen King's.
Yeah. This is pedigree on top of pedigree.
She-Hulk's in it. Elijah Wood's in it.
Oh yeah, Tatiana Maslany.
Yeah, she got a name, man. She's not just She-Hulk.
Yeah. He's not just Frodo.
Yeah.
He's North.
Oh boy.
Fuck you.
Deep bench pull.
I'm gonna keep that shit up. You're gonna lose a veto for the fucking musical artists.
No, I like Elijah Wood.
He's a saint.
Alright. Smile 2's final trailer drop.
Yeah.
Dude, the Smile people are back during the baseball playoffs, sitting behind home plate. It was funny. There was two people at the Mets-Dodgers game sitting behind home plate, and there was a foul ball that was hit in the back, and the dude broke character, and the girl just kept her composure. She just kept it going. And it's just funny to watch.
They're going to carry her over into the third movie. She's going to be the core of their advertising campaign. Old no flinched Sally.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't even budge.
No flinch, Sally.
This second trailer is kind of weird to me. Like it's.
Sally, smile.
Am I the only person who saw the first one?
No.
Okay, so in the end they reveal what the thing is. That's fucking with her.
Yes.
Yes, and it has a monster form.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in this trailer they show another kind of thing that captures her. So, like, is it a different monster? Is it someone possessed by the monster? Does it skip her and then comes back together? Like,
I don't
it's
fucking
got
know.
a bit interesting. Got me.
It's changing the rules that they set up in that first movie, though.
Yes. And they're blowing themselves like crazy. They got a lot of their own accolades out there. Apparently, it's the scariest movie of the year. And it's October, so that's saying something.
Well, I mean, I can't argue. You hear me bitch about all the new horror movies almost every week.
So if it has an actual ending, it really is a contender?
It'd be fucking great. That would be awesome. If they wrap the story up, like, they could still leave room for a sequel, that's fine. But, like, just finish the fucking story. Cody
Beginning,
Rhodes it,
end.
okay? Finish your story.
Beginning, middle, end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking lazy writers.
Okay, what was the trailer that I missed then?
The Lego Marvel something just demolition.
Oh, yeah. That does look fun.
It does.
I was wondering how they were going to create D-Man. Or why the hell they had D-Man is a better question.
Yeah. Now we know.
Kevin Smith posted something about this recently. Is he doing the voice of Terax in it?
Oh, maybe. I didn't even see.
I'm looking at the IMDb right now, and they have no one listed for voice talent at all. It's very unlike IMDb.
It is extremely.
Especially for something coming this week. It comes out this Friday.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to check other sources.
Yeah. Literally nothing. That's very un-IMDb. Obviously, most of the same people will be coming back. Like, I guarantee you, Fred Tatasciore is the Hulk. Nothing new here.
Brr.
But I'd like to know if Tatiana Maslany is going to be She-Hulk, because she's featured in it.
Voice cast, here we go.
Do you know,
Okay.
I was excited to see Lego Gambit.
Yeah. Think they just snuck him in there after the success of Deadpool Wolverine?
I think between that and then X-Men 97.
Yeah.
So it has to be announced for a fuck ton of people. Roger Craig Smith is Steve Rogers. Travis Willingham is Thor. Laura Bailey is Natasha. Steve Blum is Wolverine. Everybody else is TBA.
Yeah, Steve Blum's been Wolverine for like 20 fucking years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's good at it. Like, I ain't complaining. I fucking love Steve-O.
Yeah, some obvious choices there, but there's definitely going to be some guest stars in this thing. That's adorable. Oh, the last Lego thing that came out, that Star Wars one, was really solid. They definitely know what they're doing.
I've heard good things. I really have to take a minute to watch it.
It's fun. And having Gaten Matarazzo and Tony Rioli playing off each other as the mains was great also. And Stoner Luke. Slacker Luke. He's never actually high on anything.
I don't know if you guys watch any of the Good Mythical Morning stuff, but they have a show on their network called Last Meals. And they sit down with a celebrity and they like eat a multi-course last meal, like what they would want their last meal to be. They had Gaten on like a week or two ago. Smart kid. Good kid.
How much pizza was in his last meal?
Believe it or not, pizza showed up only once. It started with Kraft mac and cheese because he calls it his boyfriend food. He explained it as there's a food that every boyfriend knows how to make like perfectly, and he stands by his Kraft mac and cheese. And he goes, "I don't follow the directions on the box."
I was about to say, I know how to follow directions, but no.
Yeah.
He forged his own path?
Yes. But anyway, that's enough free plugs for Good Mythical Morning.
Okay. I have 3 things to review.
I have
Watch.
5 things, but I'm sure one of them is a co-review.
I have 4 things to review. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I hope all 4 of them are co.
I watched Agatha.
Yeah, that's the co.
Yeah.
I mean, two of them will be fairly quick. Mike is
One of
tired.
mine will, for sure.
Yeah. You want to go first?
Yeah, I finally watched The Invisible Man over the weekend.
Oh, fuck yeah!
It
dude.
really is as good as advertised. Not just smart, like the pacing. It starts you off, and she's like fucked. I
Yeah.
figured it would be them getting to know each other, and then no, they waste no time. She's in a horrendous relationship. It's the night she's sneaking out to try and get away from him.
Yeah.
Like, he couldn't even been in fucking prison.
Yeah.
He tried to assault, like, he damaged her sister's car. That alone you should
Yeah.
call the cops about.
Bro.
But
Tell
I-
me.
That's the one with what the fuck is that show? The woman from
Handmaid's Tale.
yeah, that's the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the I guess the payback sequence at the end of that movie, but I didn't see the whole movie.
Now, I knew a few things were spoiled. Like, I knew what was happening between her and her sister, what happens in that scene, and still, knowing it's about to happen as it goes down, like the fluidity of all the shit in it, knowing that was like less than $10 million it cost to make that movie, is
Dude.
mind-blowing.
How fucking great was that concept of the fucking invisibility shit, though?
I wondered how the hell are they supposed to pull that off, but the design of it, not only you're able to say, like, oh, all right, I can see how that works. I get how that works, but also once it's off, it looks like a monster.
Yeah.
It looks like a legit creature that you're fighting. And I don't know, did the thing give him like super strength or something? Because he was fucking.
It feels
up.
it feels like it augments the natural human ability. Because
Yeah.
he was fucking rough.
Mm-hmm. Like one shot killing people.
Yeah. I really like that movie, so I'm really excited of all the other things that they're gonna do with the Universal Monster Universe here. Like Joe's a little wonky on the whole Wolfman thing, but like I have faith after Invisible Man.
I really like that there were barely any stupid character decisions. Like she made some not like dumb ones, but like panicky ones
Sure.
throughout the movie. But for the most part,
as a human
she handled
would.
herself well. Like they wrote her like someone who's a survivor. But the biggest takeaway from the whole movie, Aldous Hodge's triceps are fucking ridiculous.
Yo, for real though.
There's a scene where he's like bent over with his arms on like the island in the middle of a kitchen where his triceps look like they're bigger than his biceps,
Yeah.
and his biceps look like they're bigger than my fucking head.
Yeah, Aldous Hodge he's very ripped in that movie.
He put all the work in, and then worked more.
Yeah.
And worked the rest of the day. That was fucking nuts. Housebound. I don't know if you've ever heard of Housebound. It's a film from New Zealand. I'll look up exactly when it came out. It's not very old.
No,
That's for sure.
I don't know if I've watched it, but I've seen it come up on shit.
Okay. 2014. So it's 10 years old. Totally worth checking out. The opening is a chick basically has a role models type moment, like what Paul Rudd did. She just has a breakdown, commits a crime, and is put on house arrest and has to live with her parents. Like, she's been alone for a while, doesn't enjoy living with her mom and stepdad. And then supernatural shit starts happening. And her mom believes the house is haunted, and she doesn't believe it, but then she starts seeing crazy shit happen. It's 70 to 75% serious and 25% an Edgar Wright movie.
Okay.
So there are moments of comedy, but it's not throughout. It's not like an Edgar Wright movie where it's almost 50-50, almost 60-40 comedy, but the horror and the seriousness really hits. No, this is serious most of the time, shit's really going down, and then something kind of silly will happen, but doesn't take you out of it. It's just someone kind of being in the moment, being awkward. It fucking all works really well. And the ending doesn't really talk down to the viewer. It's one of the most important things you can say about a movie. Finally, I can't say much about this next one. I just advise you to see Strange Darling.
Strange Darling.
I don't remember what the female lead's name is here. I'm about to pull it up again. Came out last year. Willa Fitzgerald. Now, it's a very tight cast. It's her, Kyle Gallner. Now, I wouldn't know him by name either, but he was the dude from Smile, who was the ex-boyfriend that was the cop. He played the Flash on Smallville.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That dude. Handful of other actors you may or may not know. Ed Begley Jr. is in it, and so is Barbara Hershey. They're a married couple. It's told in 6 parts. Now, here's the thing that almost chafed my ass. It starts off, tells you that it's told in 6 parts, and then it's like chapter 1 is on the screen, and then the number starts to tick, 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 and it goes to like chapter 4 or chapter 3. And I turn to look at her, I'm like, what the fuck? It's not one of these. We're not watching 21 Grams here, are we? Which is the fucking worst movie I think I've ever seen, because no element of it is told in order. No. This one has to be told in a Tarantino style, much like Pulp Fiction. It works best that way. The reveals only work in the order that it is presented. If it was chronological, it wouldn't hit half as hard. But it hits when you watch it. Totally worth checking out. Fucking Swerve City.
Okay.
And that last one we'll do as a group.
Okay. I finished McMahon.
I got like 15, 20 minutes into that.
Okay. Finish it out. It's great.
Okay.
Paul
It
Heyman.
seems like more of a history of the company at first.
Yeah.
Is that they have to set up the table just to break down the entire meal?
So when you get to the final episode, you realize that they've crafted the story to explain how he got to where he got to. And the type of person he can be, but turns into. Because by episode 5, it's the Mr. McMahon character. And they talk about all the bullshit that, like, he did storyline-wise. Like, Trish Stratus comes on and she tries to defend the fact that they were in a storyline extramarital affair angle and that Linda was into it and yada, yada, yada. Then you get to episode 6 and it dives more into, like, how Stephanie fucked Shane out of being what Shane always wanted to be to her father. Like, and they get into it, he fucking hates Triple H.
There's a lot more drama in that family than I thought.
Dude. And then it gets his midway through episode the 6th, the final episode, where they start going into the Janelle Grant stuff. And they get Bruce Pritchard on there again, and they re-interviewed him at the beginning of 2024. So this was clearly post the initial Vince leaving the company thing, and post them selling to Endeavor. And they asked Bruce what he thought, I guess, of what they had showed him so far. And he like rolls his eyes and he's like, well, you make him look like a villain. You make him look like he's his character. And then it dives into the headlines of the Janelle Grant accusations. And they fucking throw the text messages on the screen, some of the court documents, and they're just like, there's a reason we did this. And these people who were enabled by him are the ones who are coming to his defense to be like, well, we were all like this, or trying to excuse the behavior, but like showing that there became a point where Vince and Mr. McMahon became the same fucking person. Where all that popularity and power went to his head, and he thought it was okay to be that kind of person. Also, they pull up the Playboy interview he did back in like the mid-90s where he openly admits to cheating on Linda while they were still married.
I mean, that seems kind of redundant. Like, it's out in the open.
Yeah. I liked it. Steve Austin pissed me off at one point, though. They do a bit on Benoit, and, like, the other night when I was posting, like, the ages of those guys, Steve, like, comes out and he's like, he flat out says he doesn't believe in CTE.
Yeah.
And
he wasn't the only one, though, right?
Tony Atlas kind of, like, he wavers back and forth, but no one is as abrupt about it as, like, Austin is. And, like, meanwhile, they also interviewed Chris Nowinski.
The guy who studies this stuff,
right?
Who actually experienced it.
Yeah, who, like, was a wrestler, caught a terrible concussion, and then went on to, like, become a fucking neurosurgeon to help aid this. And, like, yeah, like, that shit was really intriguing. So, you know, good job on the documentary. I liked it. Some very interesting behind the scenes shit. And like once you get to the end, you're like, I see the story you were telling throughout the entire thing. Finished the new season of The Bear. Again, not my favorite season, but the show's still fantastic. Every person who acts on that show is incredible. And what a fucking cliffhanger they leave you on. The episode ended and Ashley and I were like, fuck you. We started 2 new shows. We started the Mayfair Witches. Anne Rice's The Mayfair Witches. That's the Alexandra Daddario witch show. We're 2 episodes in. I don't know how.
I've heard anything about this.
Yeah. I don't know. It came out like, I think season 2 drops next year. It came out last year. Some shit like that. It's newer.
Is this part of her deal with AMC?
Yeah, yeah.
It's one of the, all connected to the.
Yeah, it's one of the AMC shows.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it. I like it, right? I don't hate it. It's very intriguing. But there's a scene, and it made me uncomfortable. We all know I am not a prude, right?
Can confirm.
Can confirm. There's a scene in which the character she's portraying, the main character, is having like a vision of the connection between her mother and her father, who are, her mom was, spoilers, her mom was like being drugged and being kept in like, you know, a fucking mental haze This new guy, we don't know who he is yet, took over as her doctor, stops giving her the drugs, wants her to be, fucking coherent and stuff. So she finally snaps out of it. The dad is, might not be human. And, like, the mom and him get together after, like, fucking years, and they start fucking, right? Nothing wrong with that, of course. You see your beloved after so long. She's free of the mental fucking shackles. You're gonna fuck. Good for you. What I didn't like was that while Alexandra Daddario's character is on an airplane, sleeping, she starts having flashes of them fucking, and also starts to, like, moan and orgasm and shit. It's gross.
So she experiences a sexual climax from a memory of her parents having sex.
Not like it was not a memory. Like they were fucking at the same time she was flying. So it's like some kind of like Neuralink thing, and it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
That's really fucking weird.
I think that falls under a taboo.
Yeah. So I'm like, I look at Ashley as like, this is fucking weird, and she goes, "Yeah, I don't like this shit right here." But we're, the rest of the show's been interesting. More on that as we get deeper into it. I started Has Been Hotel, and I know I'm late on this, right? Has anybody else watched Has Been Hotel on fucking Prime?
Again, I've never heard of this.
Okay. It's a adult animated series about the daughter of Lilith and Lucifer. And she's trying to get the lost souls of hell to, like, hang at her hotel that she's built in hell to repent so that they can go to heaven. But they have to do it on their own free will. And, like, she's got some other demons with her, and you see some angels, and Adam, the first man, is an angel at this point, and he's a complete cunt. And, like, all the fucking angels do is, like, go down to hell and, like, murk the lost souls. It's fucking, the concept is crazy.
I'm not finding anything about it on IMDb. This is weird.
You have to spell Hazbin.
That annoys me. There we go.
As, like, it's musically. Fucking, I'm only an episode in. And I put it on as background noise, but I completely didn't do what I was setting out to do. I ended up watching the entire episode. Short episode, of course. Fucking really good.
Hey, Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine does a voice on there.
Yeah. Keith David or David Keith is also a voice on it. I think.
Keith David.
Yeah. But yeah, enjoyable. There's a fucking demon on there that talks in old-timey radio. Like, his voice just sounds like old-time radio. It's fucking great. Good times. And then there was Agatha.
All along.
A really short episode, though.
I'm happy to have a show that I look forward to now. That, like, Tuesday comes along and I'm like, oh, yes, wait, fuck, I got one more day to watch it. Wednesday comes along where it's like, I gotta wait till 9, you assholes. But it's great to have a show that I'm looking forward to. And it's odd that I have a show I'm looking forward to, not for the main character. Because as interesting as she is, Agatha's always worth watching. She's so fucking evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
No, yeah, she is. Because she has moments where you think that she may want to change her ways, but then someone says one thing that upsets her, and she goes full fucking witch.
it's that classic, like, you've already painted me as the villain, so, like, even though you can clearly see that she's cracking, she's just gonna be like, whatever, fuck everybody, you know, like, fuck you.
Not even just the classic swaggery Agatha, like something's going wrong and she's trying to save her ass. That moment at the end of the episode where the teen confronts her and she gets all venomous, shows her true. That reaction to something like that, yeah. If she was changing, she would have kept saying, I'm sorry, but no. She did what she did, and she liked it.
Yeah, what she did before all that to that other character.
That wasn't her fucking fault, though.
She could have stopped.
She definitely could have stopped it. She did it.
I don't think she could.
She could have. I think the whole thing's like an allegory for addiction. She could have stopped, but she didn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
In the moment, she wanted the power.
It's like when because I just finished the full rewatch of WandaVision. And when she does that to the Coven and Wanda, she's controlling it. She did that. As soon as that happened, she knew what she was doing. That's what she wanted all along.
I call bullshit. I think she couldn't stop herself.
I think she's going to do it to all the characters.
You gonna stop mid blowjob, Joe?
She's doing it to all the characters. She wants her powers back.
Beth is sucking.
Okay, no.
Beth is sucking your dick.
This
You're gonna
is
stop?
completely different.
No, there's a wrinkle you're
It
missing.
feels good.
There's a wrinkle you're missing here. Are you going to stop mid blowjob if when you finish, the girl's head explodes?
There you go. Fair, Joe.
Thank you.
Would you stop?
Because no, if I know the girl's head's going to explode, honey, this is great, but I'll settle for a hand job.
I call bullshit.
No, because we all enjoy blowjobs, but I don't want to know my nut destroyed.
But you haven't nutted in a long time. It's been a long fucking time, and it feels so right. And maybe you're a little fucking intoxicated from it too. Maybe you're just like, oh fuck, it feels good. Maybe it won't be so bad. You say to yourself in your head.
Maybe she won't die so completely. I love the tests, though. The tests are very creative.
Yeah,
they are. Do you think somebody shows up in the last episode because of what happened?
Somebody with an M or with a W?
With a W.
No.
You don't think
Maybe
that's
somebody with an M? Because these shows, like, remember when WandaVision was coming out on a weekly basis, and we're all like, "Oh, Strange is going to show up. Oh, this character's going to show up. Oh, this," and only a handful of them did, and it serviced the story. I don't think it'll service the story. The mention of Wanda at the beginning of the show, because I just rewatched the first episode, so the mention of her there makes sense. Having her come in at the end to do anything just takes away from Agatha, I think.
That's what he's looking for. That's his goal on the road.
That's why he's not going to get it.
Yeah.
He's got to find her during his own story. This isn't his story.
Actually, I think it's a fucking swerve. I don't think he brings back Wanda. I think
he's going to find Tommy.
I think he brings back Tommy.
Yeah, so that's how we get Speed.
Yep.
Well, no, Tommy still exists. Tommy already exists in the world.
Yeah, he's in the multiverse. He was in...
No. See, not to give away far too much, but what happened here is Tommy and Billy, when they disincorporated in Westview, they were souls. They were souls that Wanda created. If we're taking from the comics, she created people. And when you create a person, either they go, like they die, or the spirit has to go somewhere else. And we just lost Kyle. In the comics, the spirits of Tommy and Billy attached themselves to two random kids. Okay. And like gave those kids powers, and that's where Tommy and Billy grew up. So their Speed is out there somewhere.
Huh.
I think he's not going to get what he wants out of all this. She's going to try and screw him, and he's going to go his own way.
Because we know the Young Avengers...
Oh, they're setting it up.
...is coming. Yeah, we know it's coming.
And there's a rumor regarding Doomsday that could connect directly to this. That Wanda and Doom might be in a romantic relationship in that movie.
Okay.
Much like Children's Crusade started, where Wanda was with him depowered.
Yeah.
That could be the mission of this Young Avengers team leading into Doomsday, or that is the point of Doomsday. This group of Avengers starts the journey, and then the other Avengers have to come in and try and help them. So much puzzleization.
I like that.
Yeah. Agatha's a lot of fun.
It is.
Great reveal at the end, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's all the reviews. You know that cutesy Spider-Man show that's on Disney Kids?
Spidey and his amazing friends.
Yeah. Iron Man and his awesome friends is coming. Exact same animation style.
Zach will be very happy. He does like Spidey.
It's going to be starring a young version of Tony, Riri, and Amadeus.
Ooh.
Show. Yeah, this is not a. I was kind of thinking like, oh, why isn't Rhodey in there? And then for a second, like a nanosecond, War Machine. You can't have a character named War Machine on a kids show.
No, you can't.
You can have Iron Man, Iron Heart, and Iron Hulk. So each of them will have created their own armors. I think that's a great thing too. It's not like Tony made them armors. No, you have three geniuses.
Yeah.
Who have done their. It's a lot like what they did with the Spider-Man show, where it's all three of them are their own heroes, but they get together as kids to help each other out. This is adorable.
I wish we were recording it, but we picked him up. We picked Zach up 2 new pairs of PJs of favorite characters of his, right? So we got him a pair of Garfield pajamas, and he got like super psyched the night that we busted them out for him. And last night he got to try on his Spider-Man pajamas.
Are they like Spider-Man costume?
No, they're not. They just have Spidey all over them and stuff and webbing. I would have loved to have gotten it on video because he's like, Spidey! And he like grabs it and he hugs it.
Teaching him well.
Yep.
The Ultimate Universe is going to get its version of Guardians of the Galaxy starring in Ultimates 8.
I saw this lineup.
Yeah, it's a very odd lineup. Star-Lord, not quite the Peter Quill we know. It looks like a version of Quill, but
kinda.
Spacey-ish.
Kinda a version we've seen, though.
Kind of like the Sun-Lord. Yeah, looks like he's got some more power than he does in the normal 616.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, who's a woman. A Kree woman, it looks like.
Yeah.
Ultimate Nullifier. Yes, a character that is the Ultimate Nullifier. I don't know if that's just a shared name, or if this character has the ability to literally destroy everything in front of themselves.
No, so... what the fucking character breakdown I read was like, it is actually like a being now.
The Ultimate Nullifier in this universe is an individual.
Yeah.
Alright, that's scary. Bad enough when a person could have that much power in their hands. That much power has its own power in its hands. And Cosmo. Yeah, that's right. Talking Dogs
weird.
coming back. And that's just the 4 of them. So I'm weirded out. The whole Ultimate Universe now is an odd thing. Because it's an offshoot of the 616, but it's playing out like the Ultimate Universe. And I don't know why that happened. Like, the maker was trying to not make it that universe.
Yeah,
Not make either of the universes.
It feels like the story that they're telling is he tried to make it not that, but everything that's happening since him being locked up is just it going back to its natural order.
Well, if by way of a lot of outside influence.
Sure.
Yeah. But not necessarily the natural order, too. Because it doesn't look anything like the other Ultimate Universe is layout, but it's playing similarly.
Right.
And that, like, oh, you gotta read the one issue. I haven't given it to you yet, where they go to the Gamma Island. It's fucking disturbing.
Yeah.
It's much like the Ultimate Universe of old, where ancillary characters don't matter. If you're not on the cover, you're probably fucked.
Well, shit.
Yeah, that kind of world. And I'll be buying this issue when it comes out in January, along with many of the others, because this new Ultimate Universe is pretty solid. Over on the DC side of things, James Gunn posted a cryptic announcement, an image of what looks like a Native American individual sitting in front of a fire. And what was the quote? What was the statement? Who is this?
Yeah, who could this be?
Who could this be? And it's not a crazy stretch.
I
to think that
I texted you, and I was
Yeah.
like, is this?
a few minutes after I saw the article, too, we're pretty convinced Apache Chief is
Yeah.
going to show up in Peacemaker season 2. And as far
Awesome.
as I'm concerned, that is the perfect fucking foil for him. You could do so much. You could have them be enemies. You can have them be... They have to team up. You could have them be enemies at first and have to team up at first and become enemies. Just the blind patriotism of Peacemaker versus a Native American character that could literally step on him.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, they're gonna fucking do it. I fucking love James Gunn.
And at first I was just like, the balls of doing fucking Apache Chief. But no, the way they play off each other.
And then James Gunn went and dropped an image of like 2 hours before the show, and it melted my fucking heart.
Oh, yeah. Did you read the story behind it, too?
I didn't even get a chance. I just saw the image and I was like,
Oh.
oh man.
The adopted dog that his family got
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Like,
from a hoarding situation that was batshit crazy for like a year and has finally started to calm down. So it made him think, hey, what if a batshit crazy dog had superpowers?
Yep.
I kind of, when I first saw the image, I was like, oh, this is a bummer. Like, he's not a retriever. I'm used to Crypto being some kind of, like, albino retriever or something, like a really, really light-haired lab or something. He looks like a little mutt.
Yeah.
But then you're like, oh, that plays so much better.
Yeah, it's like, okay. All right, he doesn't need to be a big, tough, mid-size or larger-sized dog. That's kind of like this Superman isn't a giant, jacked Superman.
Yeah.
He's more trimmed. He looks more down to earth.
Fucking
I like the
just
cape, by the
the
way.
fucking shot of the two of them just sitting next to each other, like, hey, little buddy.
On the moon.
Oh,
Did you see someone shared the original image that it was based off of?
yes.
Yeah. There's a lot more pulled back.
Yeah.
You get to see more of the crater. I didn't even notice that it was a moon at first they were sitting on.
Yeah.
Then I saw the original image. I'm really looking forward to this.
Me too,
We might
man.
actually save
too.
the Yeah, that's all I've got.
Okay. Death Note is getting a video game on the PS5. Which is weird because it's not like the kind of anime that I would expect a video game for, because all it is, you write someone's fucking name in a book and they die. But,
So,
you
do
know,
you translate that into like survival horror?
I guess you could. It's weird.
Or maybe like a Telltale game. Because that story, even though I haven't seen it, like you're saying, it's decisions being made and then the ramifications of said decisions.
Yeah.
So a standard shoot, punch game doesn't make sense.
Not even a
But
little
like
bit.
a Telltale choose your own adventure
Sure.
built for that kind of thing. And there are very few houses that still do that. Telltale is fucking gone now, sadly. I'm pretty sure they're gone. I think they finished the Walking Dead series and then just disappeared. But yeah, that kind of thing would make sense.
There's going to be a new Hawkeye in the Marvel universe. Marvel Comics has revealed Charlie Ramsey, a Native American who is non-binary, identifies as Two-Spirit, and will take on the mantle of Hawkeye.
Oh, that's the newest issue.
Okay. When I read this, I was like, oh man, there's going to be so many people fucking offended by this.
I read the issue. They're gonna shit their pants when they hear someone else tell them a truncated version of the story because they're not actually gonna read it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're gonna really be pissed about the poorly described version that they hear. But the story, it's like what's going on here is pretty great because Cap shows up not only is it a cool sci-fi thing, Tony created a fabricator quiver, essentially, for Clint Barton in this universe, and Clint Barton didn't take it.
No
He's
shit.
like, go fuck yourself. He left it in the garbage. This kid, Charlie, shows up. He's a native kid, you know, he's been screwed over his whole life, and starts using it to fabricate kick-ass weapons to take down Roxxon.
Nice.
So when Cap shows up to talk to him to try and get it back, it's a Cowboys and Indians allegory.
I was like, oh man, Native American and non-binary? Trump rallies are gonna have a fucking field day with this shit.
And now they're taking our greatest hero ever, Clint Barton. That's right, you know him as the Hawk guy. They've turned the Hawk guy into a Hawk girl. Take back America. I had nothing else. So I just...
More on the orange one in a little bit.
Moron?
Yeah,
Yeah,
however you want to
moron.
take that, actually. Mike, didn't they release a continuation of the Batman 89 storyline and comic?
Yeah. A couple issues stacked in my car.
Yeah, we've read quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
Apparently, some dude is doing a novel called Batman Resurrection, which is going to be the sequel to the Batman 89 movie. Which is odd, considering the comics are the sequel to the Batman 89 movie.
Wait, DC has hired someone to do a novel?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we do now live in a time where after a story ends, it can go in different branching ways depending on who they want to give it to.
It is a novelization and not like a graphic novel. I should point that out. Like it's text.
Yeah.
There's no.
How many years before Batman Returns does the sequel take place?
Yeah, like, is it a direct sequel to the first Batman, or is it a direct sequel to...
I think it's a sequel to Returns.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's completely stepping on these toes.
Yeah.
Because Batman Returns was supposed to be, what, a year later? Or something like that?
Well, yeah, and then
After-
if the stuff in the comics that they've done is all a continuation of that storyline.
Yeah, it completely negates anything in Forever.
Yeah.
Follows up with the Harvey Dent, Selena Kyle stuff. That was the first go-around. This
Yeah.
most recent one, we have Harley Quinn. I'm not sure who they're using as the visual model for her.
They've talked
Might be
about
Madonna.
I can't fucking remember.
But the visual model for Scarecrow is Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
And I think the Riddler is Martin Short in this version. So yeah, this is dumb. Like, but then again, that's just them. Not everyone who reads the comics is also into novels.
No,
so this is a
yeah.
different path they can go down. When it's one of these reclamation projects, a universe they've pretty much jettisoned, everybody could take a swipe at it, and no one's really going to get too pissy.
I mean, I get it, but like also
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it would be nice to have some set continuity for that universe, but after the TV show Crisis and the comics and now this novel, no canon. No bueno.
Then in The Last Dance, director Kelly Marcel says this is just the beginning for Null. Beyond this trilogy, there are more stories to explore. God is coming.
God.
He says that Null isn't The Last Dance's main villain.
Well, that gives away way more than we'd like.
Which kind of leads into the thing we were talking about last week, where we're like, gee, I really hope that they don't. But I guess...
Yeah.
I guess if we're getting Secret Wars, we're going to need these kinds of events to fucking take place through multiple movies.
I suppose.
And since we know a piece of Venom is in the 616, it would make sense that Noel makes his way to fucking collect it.
Yes, I suppose.
Anyways, so there's that. Do you guys know that comb jellyfish can fuse together?
What kind of jellyfish?
Comb. C-O-M-B.
Okay.
Comb.
No.
Yeah, so apparently if you leave a bunch of them in a tank together, they will fuse into one being.
The Jelly King?
Yeah, like Goku and Vegeta style.
Like a jellyfish version of a Rat King?
Like that, yeah.
Okay. I'm waiting for the follow-up to where this pertains. Or is this just a Snapple fact?
Snapple fact.
Thank you.
Yeah. I just figured I'd throw it out there.
Do you know the human head weighs 8 pounds?
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Now You See Me 3, according to Jesse Eisenberg, is pretty fucking cool.
They're starting it? They have a script? Where are we at on this?
Jesse
bad boy?
Eisenberg says Now You See Me 3 is really astounding. They've been shooting, I believe.
Okay, scheduled for 2025.
Yeah.
So yeah, they probably are mid-shoot. Oh, good. Lizzie Kaplan's coming back. Hey, Ariana Greenblatt. Rosamund Pike. This thing's filling out.
Yeah.
Justice Smith is going to be in it. Oh, I wonder if he's going to play new confident Justice Smith, or if he's going to go back to being whingy Justice Smith. The kid from Dungeons and Dragons, who was the unconfident sorcerer. And he was the really unconfident guy in Jurassic World Dominion.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of became confident. No, he was confident in the second one. That was Dominion, I think. No.
That was
wait.
Fallen Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom, that's right. And they became really confident in Dominion. So hopefully, yeah, he'll be the king of cool in this. Radcliffe is coming back too.
Sweet. Jordan Peele wants to keep everyone in painful suspense over his upcoming project set to release October 2026. So he released a picture of himself and the date 10/23/26. And I guess that's when his next big thing is coming.
I mean, I'll look forward to it, but until I know what it's going to be about, I can't get too hyped.
Yeah, I don't know. A physicist studying SARS-CoV-2 virus believes he has found hints we are living in a simulation.
Part of me wants to know how one leads to the other, but all of me knows there's no way we're going to be able to answer that.
Yeah. Also, like, fuck you if this is a simulation, because, like, at least give some superpowers or something. Like, fuck.
Maybe we do have superpowers in this simulation. What if we're just like heads in jars?
I mean, I guess.
What if we're just walking pants?
I'd love to be a walking pair of pants, honestly.
With no hands? You can't pick anything up?
Yeah, but then you probably don't shit. You probably don't have to eat.
You don't know that. You're speculating. You're applying your natural logic to something that's beyond us.
They're probably just energy-based life forms, so they just thrive off the energy of things around them.
We're all energy-based. It's just transmuting the energy from one form to the other. Boom!
The only sadness is they don't look like they fuck.
Again, you don't know. There could be a third leg that comes down.
Ooh, or scissoring? Pants scissoring? Over the pants scissoring?
Maybe multiple scissor.
Yeah, then I'm down.
Game.
I'm down.
Maybe they fuse together like jelly.
I fucking love it.
Like Jellyfy.
The last bit I have here before we launch into food news is Hellboy, the Crooked Man, is getting fairly okay reviews.
Now, this is shocking.
While the low-budget trappings of Hellboy the Crooked Man often work against its horror elements, it nonetheless proves to be a satisfying comic book adaptation in a year marked by far more expensive misfires. So they tells a good stories, they say. It's just...
And you can check that out right now. You can rent it on Prime Video for $15.
You could rent Beetlejuice right now.
Yeah, but that had a theatrical release.
Isn't it still in theaters?
Might be.
And now it's time for food news.
It's not as fast of a turnaround as Joker. I'll tell you that much.
Beetlejuice is still in theaters.
Okay. Oh, that's one little news bit we could do while you're getting your food together. Joker's coming to digital on the 29th of this month.
Wow.
Yeah, that good.
20-day turnaround.
Well, it'll be on Max by the, 1st of November?
By my birthday.
Yeah.
What did it make any more money?
No.
That wasn't like an answer. You were chastising him. No, it's done. No.
So
No more money.
worldwide, 166. It's still under the budget.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
under. Oof. Okay, food.
All right. Bugles has new Tabasco-flavored Bugles coming.
Tobacco flavored. Ew.
Ew.
Tabasco.
Tobacco?
Okay.
Tabasco.
Ew. Tabasco.
Dunkin' Donuts has gingerbread and ho-ho honey cinnamon-flavored coffees available for a limited time.
Lame.
Sprite is dropping Vanilla Frost this holiday season. It's going to be available in 20 ounces, cans, 2 liters, and Coca-Cola Freestyle.
I've never tried vanilla and lemon lime together.
Yeah,
Is that a combo?
I don't know. I'm willing to try it, though.
That sounds like chemicals.
Oh, it's all chemicals. Everything's
Yes.
chemicals, Joe. Even weird chemicals. It's whether or not the chemicals taste good. Like me, I'm pretty sure I don't.
Other than smaller forms, Butterfinger has never changed. There's never been a different version of it. Just like you either get BBs or the minis or Butterfinger.
But the recipe has changed because it's
It's
Definitely.
still the exact same candy. Like, they've tweaked things for the filling, but the texture is still there. And the essential flavor is there. However, salted caramel Butterfinger,
No, they're bucking the trend, huh?
yeah, dropping April 2025. I'm gonna fucking try this.
So, buttered caramel added to the standard butter flavor.
Yeah,
Butter.
yeah.
I don't think any of those words work together. Salted caramel flavor added to the peanut buttery flavor of a Butterfinger. That's a sentence that works.
There you
we
go.
But that was also a question, actually.
Yeah, that's how that's going.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Joe, you like
Yeah?
nuts, right?
what kind?
Cashews.
I do.
You a hot chocolate fan?
Yeah.
Well, Planters has got Festive Fancifuls toasted marshmallow hot chocolate cashews dropping this holiday season.
Toasted marshmallow. Yeah.
Yeah, try it.
Yeah. It doesn't sound terrible.
I
It's
put
toasted
those.
marshmallow.
I put those nuts in my mouth.
How could toasted marshmallow taste bad?
I know.
No, it sounds good.
Unless it's really processed. Unless it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
overly chemical.
And if it has like that, like a completely like fake cashew, like I don't know.
No. They're like it's actual cashew nuts that are coated in like a hot cocoa marshmallow coating.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm there.
like a hot cocoa glazed nut.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely there.
Shouldn't say the word glaze and nut in the same sentence.
No, I'm gonna glaze these nuts all night. Quaker Life cereal, hot cocoa flavor, also coming this winter season. I'm a big Life cereal fan.
Life is nice. Life is like neutral.
Yeah, I know. I like it. I like a good cinnamon Life.
Plain Life, it tastes like it's exactly like Cheerios, except it's a different type of tasteless.
Yeah, that's why I go cinnamon. Hot cocoa and marshmallow little bites mini muffins from Entenmann's.
Did you just do a search for things that are going to get cocoa added to them this year?
No, that's the trend this year. Like
Lazy ass trend.
last
It's
year-
obvious.
last year was like peppermint mocha everything. This year's hot cocoa.
Painfully obvious.
Little Debbie's dropped their lineup for the Christmas season. Of course, we're getting Christmas tree cakes. We're getting
Yeah.
snowflake brownies,
As ever.
Christmas tree brownies, cherry cordial, Christmas gingerbread soft cookies, and North Pole Nutty Buddies, which is the white chocolate dip Nutty Buddy with the red frosting stripe.
Oh,
Hot cocoa wafers. Hot cocoa's got to be in there somewhere.
Buttery vanilla Christmas mini muffins.
okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And Christmas tree cake mini donuts.
So the same kind of cake in the trees, but as donuts, or like tree
It's
shaped
like
donut.
it's the donut, but it's got the same icing as the tree cake, along with the
Okay.
little sprinkles.
Okay, I'm there.
Back to our hot cocoa trend. Chewy
There we
Chips Ahoy filled hot cocoa cookies.
It's a lot of words.
Yeah,
Chips Ahoy filled hot, like the filling is the hot cocoa
yeah.
flavor. Okay.
With marshmallow bits and chocolate chips on the outside in the cookie dough. It's got potential to be good.
We have to eat at least one.
Yeah. In a why hasn't this ever been made before category, Scooby-Doo is putting out a line of snacks for humans.
That's cute.
Scooby-Doo mac and cheese bites, Scooby-Doo cheesy taco pockets, and Scooby-Doo pizza Cheetos.
But like, Scooby Doo doesn't have opposable thumbs. How is he coordinating the company? Like, how's he putting together an LLC on his own? How's he making the snacks?
That's what Raggy's for. But
Okay.
the pizza keto is crispy tortilla with pizza sauce, cheese, and pepperoni filling. The taco pockets are ground beef with taco seasoning and cheese in a crispy crust. And, of course, mac and cheese bites is crispy mac and cheese bites in a panko breading. Pizzeria Uno is dropping a line of strombolis, an Italian meat-style meat, pepperoni and cheese, steak and cheese, and a buffalo-style chicken.
Is this one of those chains that's just like left coast and we'll never get?
No, it's actually Chicago.
Okay, along the midway.
Yeah, but they have bits and bops all over the country. They're like it's a chain Chicago style pizza joint. I've eaten at one a long time ago. It not my favorite Chicago style pizza. I've had Chicago style pizza from like actual legit places. Theirs was okay. If I'm ranking chained pizza though, it's probably the best out there. Better than Papa John's, better than Domino's, Pizza Hut, all that shit.
There's a bunch of them in the states surrounding us.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one in Jersey.
Dunkin' Iced Coffee has got 2 new flavors coming this winter. A winter white raspberry and a merry mint bark. So a mint chocolate bark flavored. There you go. Hormel pepperoni party confetti. It is shredded pepperoni. Yeah.
To be used as like a topping?
Yeah, like this is perfect. In my opinion, this is perfect on a fucking pizza right there. Also,
Okay.
shredded pepperoni in a fucking cheesesteak with some fresh mozzarella on garlic bread. Fuck yeah.
I'm there.
Right?
Just new and creative ways to clog the arteries here. Just there's a little space in there. Fill it with pepperoni.
Yeah, fill it with pepperoni. Guy Fieri's Flavortown frozen stuff has got 2 new appetizers. Jumbo cheese and jalapeno tots and bacon mac and cheese dumplings.
Cake and cake.
They probably taste like cake, yes, because fuck Guy Fieri. Entenmann's Baker Delights Mini Cakes has new Snickerdoodle cakes and Smart Food Popcorn, a Snickerdoodle cookie flavored popcorn coming this holiday season, and I'm about it. Their specialty flavors, Smart Food's good on its own. White cheddar's fucking a nearly perfect snack. But their flavored stuff that they've been doing for like the last year has been fucking great.
We had the hot cocoa, right?
We had hot cocoa and that was good. We had the glazed fucking chocolate donut and that was really good. The Doritos ones were good. And I'm positive this one is going to be fucking great. After at least 2 decades that I can think of, 3, maybe 3 decades, since like Milky Way and Snickers have had their own versions of the ice cream candy bars, Butterfinger, Baby Ruth, and 100 Grand are dropping ice cream versions of their candy bars. And to this I say, God damn it. Now I have to fucking try it.
2 out of 3 for sure for me. I want to know what they're going to be doing with 100 Grand. How do you expect to chew that caramel when it's frozen?
Oh,
Bad enough at
true.
room temp.
But that might be like my fucking favorite caramel in anything.
I love it because you can take your time with it.
Oh yeah.
You have to take your
It
time
is
with
it is like the pre-evolutionary form of the Milk Dud.
it. Yeah, they captured a Milk Dud and a Pokeball.
Yes.
Actually, they captured 100 Grand in a Pokeball,
Yeah.
had it fight a lot.
And then it evolves to Milk Dud. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I'm that might be the one I'm most excited for, but like Butterfinger looks like it has some of the Butterfinger candy mixed with the ice cream in this picture, and like that excites me too, man.
100 Grand is like Charleston Chew. Neither one of them get the respect they deserve.
Fucking underrated. So fucking underrated. Nathan's is dropping jalapeno cheddar bagel dogs. So there's that. Also, Wow Bao, Chicago style pizza bao, and a chocolate lava bao.
Bow bow.
Bow down.
First one doesn't have me, but anytime chocolate lava comes up, I gotta at least see a picture of this bow. And then I'm probably gonna want. I don't even know why I'm saying I need to see a picture. It's chocolate. I'm gonna want to eat it.
Yeah. The Elf sugar cookies from Pillsbury are making their return this year. Haribo has a new Christmas snack. Sweet and sour reindeer make their debut this year. And Hershey's is getting in on the pie game. Hershey's chocolate cream pie, a Hershey's chocolate flavored cream filling, and a chocolate flavored pastry crust with whipped topping and chocolate shavings. A Mounds coconut cream pie. Coconut cream filling and a Hershey's cocoa pastry crust with whipped topping, sweet coconut flakes, a dark chocolate layer, and dark chocolate shavings. And a Reese's peanut butter cream pie. Reese's peanut butter cream filling in a Hershey's cocoa pastry crust with whipped topping and chopped Reese's peanut butter cups.
That one got me.
Delicious.
Yeah.
that I had. And that, my friends, is the end of food news. Love you.
What?
Thank you.
Bless you.
I actually have a douche and nerd this week.
Me too.
My douche is whoever designed the popcorn bucket and soda topper for Gladiator 2.
The Dr. Doom helmet?
Have you seen the design?
Yeah.
It's Maximus's mask
Yeah.
for both of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, kind of okay for the popcorn bucket. Still a bit lazy, but kind of cool. But for the soda topper, completely lazy.
Yeah.
Should have had like some kind of goblet.
Yeah, they could have gone, like, different directions. I think they realized that this movie's probably going to shit the bed.
Oh, yeah, pretty sure everyone realized it. I mean, maybe the name recognition. It's got big names in there, and Ridley Scott is back. Maybe that'll be enough to pull it over the fucking finish line.
All I'm going to say to that is, Joker, folie à deux.
Okay, but Ridley Scott is a much more accomplished director
You have
than
sat
Todd Phillips.
on a digital screen for nearly, 2 years with Vinny?
Mhm.
Who's suckled upon the teat of the Joker franchise and everything about it,
Mhm.
and the fervor of its sequel, and yet it had failed. And you mean to tell me that you believe just because Ridley Scott's name's attached to it, it's going to do super well?
Well, first of all, I didn't say the word super well. Secondly, Vinny sucking the dick of Todd Phillips' movie has nothing to do with Ridley Scott's movie doing well. I don't even know why you brought that into the picture.
I'm just saying, names
I don't
attached.
know what you're saying. You're saying stuff.
Names attached to things don't necessarily mean that it's going to be good. The movie looks terrible. Like,
It does look stupid.
it's fucking dumb. Like,
Yeah.
the whole premise.
Utterly unnecessary.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Baffling. The whole fucking story that they're telling in the trailers.
Yeah.
I don't understand who's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to do good. I will be happy for it if it makes its budget. But I'm going to lean towards this thing's probably going to bottom out.
Yeah.
But fuck them, yeah, for real.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Hey, Donald Trump held a rally at Coachella and then, like, bussed people from the parking lot out to the rally. And then, when the rally was over, there was no buses to take anybody back. And they were, like, 5 miles from the fucking parking lot. And, like, a majority of the people were, like, old. And it's come out that, like, you know, him and his team never paid the bus company, so they were like, fuck these people.
You mean to tell me Donald Trump didn't pay his fucking bill somewhere? You're full of it. A more stand-up man there never existed.
So fuck that guy.
Oh man, they were stranded for hours in the heat.
Yeah. Fuck those
I
guys.
thought you were gonna say he made an impromptu Coachella during the middle of his town hall when people started fucking fainting because the AC didn't work, and he was just like, "Oh, screw the questions, let's just play music."
Oh, you mean when he swayed on stage like an idiot for half an hour?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, fuck that guy. Nerds, I got a nerd.
I've got Spirit Halloween. Now, I do find it kind of funny that we're beating the piss out of whoever designed the Gladiator 2 popcorn bucket. That's probably going to be like $40.
Uh-huh.
When I'm about to kiss the ass of Spirit Halloween for making a life-size terror dog that you could buy for $600.
You can what now?
Yeah. Yeah. Full-size terror dog.
Oh, I need this though.
I knew you would. It looks pretty damn good, too. Like, the still picture...
Nice.
Looks like it's straight out of the movie.
It does.
If I had a house and an extra $6
Yeah.
that'd be right in front of it.
Mine, bravo for that, especially. My nerd of the week is Green Day. Green Day has announced Dookie Demastered,
I saw this.
with each song from their iconic 1994 record coming on an inconvenient format, like the following things: a Game Boy cartridge, a 3.15-inch floppy disk, a Teddy Ruxpin, Big Mouth Billy Bass, one of those toothbrushes that plays music, and fans can enter to win the opportunity to purchase each of the items. So it's not like a mass release. These are each, like
There's like one of each of these things?
rare item, yeah. But that's pretty fucking nerdy and great. I kind of want a Teddy Ruxpin that's going to do Dookie.
It's like, does each thing has one song on it, or do they figure out a way to stuff the entire album onto, let's say, a Teddy Ruxpin?
No, apparently each song has its own item.
Okay. Yeah.
So, like, if you had the money to do it, you could buy each item and have the entire album.
So I wonder what they're going to put those 80 or so seconds that you had to skip through to get to the hidden song at the end on.
That should be on the toothbrush.
Yeah. Just silent. 80 toothbrushes with silence.
That is on a music box.
What, the empty space?
All by myself is on a music box.
Nice.
kidding.
There's a Fisher Price record for FOD.
Oh,
Mini disc is in
Fisher
the end.
Price
I'm going
record.
backwards, by the way. Amina Sleepus is an answering machine. Coming Clean is an X-ray record. When I Come Around is a wax cylinder. That's awesome. Sassafras Roots is an 8-track. She is a hit clip.
Hit clip!
Basket Case is Big Mouth Billy Bass.
That's Bass backwards.
Pulling Teeth is the musical toothbrush. Welcome to Paradise is a Game Boy cartridge. I kind of want that. Longview is the doorbell. Chump is Teddy Ruxpin, and Having a Blast is a floppy disk, and Burnout is a player piano roll.
oh no shit.
Wow, we can
We
actually
have
do that.
one.
Really?
Kyle's mom has the fucking family player piano.
It's $50 for the player piano roll.
Dude, we're gonna have to we have to text message the cousins.
Yeah.
There's enough of us. We can all put in $5 and get the fucking player piano roll.
I kind of want the. Fuck. I want the Welcome to Paradise Game Boy cartridge. That's pretty awesome.
Do you have a Game Boy to play it on?
No.
Well, that's what he's based for.
That's insane.
That's smart. They'll turn some heads. Green Day is one of those bands that, like, once a decade, they pop up for a year or so. Like, yeah, we're still doing shit. We're still cool. All right, we made a few million. We're gonna go chill out and just do. We're gonna tour. Maybe put it together. That's a show, right? I feel like that's a show.
That's definitely
It's a show.
Search us on Google. We're everywhere. We're on Google. Just Nerdities, Google,
You skipped ahead.
socials.
That's not how it works. I say, if Kyle were here, he would have said, follow us on all the stuff. Facebook.com/nerdities, @nerdities on Twitter, Elon Musk, you crusty little bitch. On Instagram @nerdities, on OnlyFans nerdities, Foot Finder nerdities, toes. Well, I sell our feet pics. Shut up.
I don't know how you're getting mine.
Yeah, I don't get mine either. Mine are-
Don't you worry, either one of you.
I don't know who you're getting money from for mine.
Listen, everybody's got a kink.
Yeah,
Then-
I think that hose is tied.
Then nerdities.com, and then I say, while you're there, fuck yourself. And then go over to tpublic.com/nerdities And fuck you again for making me change t-shirt companies where we're being more profitable. All because people were like, yeah, you want sweatshirts. And we have not sold one fucking sweatshirt. So fuck you. And then go over to Sinful Creations by Justin and look at those cheap prices in comparison to anywhere else you can get craft-made cookies, because I'm selling them for like dollar store prices compared to a lot of these other people. I went to a fucking festival the other day. I paid $4.50 for a chocolate chip cookie, and it fucking sucked. It didn't have any of the characteristic flavor of a chocolate chip cookie. So like, there wasn't vanilla to it. It wasn't buttery. It wasn't like it had that, that nice brown sugary taste. None of that. The only thing that saved it from being completely inedible was the fact that they relied way too heavily, not as much as Gideon's, but on chocolate chunks, and it was a pretty decent chocolate. But Jesus Christ, people, $4.50 for a fucking mediocre cookie? You're out of your goddamn mind. You go pay $14 for a 6-pack of my fucking chocolate chip cookies, and they're great. Mike can confirm.
That's a hell of a live read right there. Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. So, yeah, Sinful Creations by Justin.com. Also, fuck yourself.
Check us out on YouTube.com. YouTube.com/Nerdities. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all things Nerdities. Remember to ring the bell when new content is coming, because if you haven't listened to it already, the first season of Nerd ETs is available on YouTube, along with our great interviews and more upcoming interviews that we have lined up. We also have in the works an amazing Halloween special that's coming up very, very soon. We have a Christmas special.
God damn it.
What?
What's the Halloween special about, Joe?
It is the telling of the first 2 issues of the Dark Days of Brickton.
What's that?
The comic book you guys wrote.
It's Nerdity's comic book. You're part of that too, Joe. There you go.
And also there's some really fun commercials in there.
Yeah. Some great commercials.
You guys are going to love it. We have the 100 greatest...
Hold on, what's the Christmas special about? I mean, we're close enough. We could tell them now.
The Christmas special is extremely fucked up Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, it is. It is our version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Extremely fucked up.
I wouldn't say extremely.
No. It's tastefully fucked up.
Yeah.
Creatively fucked up.
Yeah.
We also have the 100 greatest artists according to Nerdities.
Musical artists.
Yeah,
because we're not like ranking Rembrandt and shit.
Well, Rembrandt would probably be up there. Monet, no. Da
Vinci.
Yeah, Bob Ross.
Definitely Bob Ross.
Yeah. We also have the final installment of the Joe trilogy in pre-production right now called the Justice League, and there's also a feature film in pre-production. If you want to be a producer, see your name in lights, give us a budget for this stuff because we need it and you want to see your name in lights. So write to us at nerdities@gmail.com because Wilker and Swoon will talk about your business and or product. Yeah, I can't talk anymore.
Hey, listen, you want to be a financial backer? We'll release to you the Pravdo cut, Justice is Blind edition.
7 hours, 5 parts.
Yeah.
32 slow motion scenes.
Yeah.
And at least 3 musical sequences that have nothing to do with the story.
Of course not.
And we'll see if Ray Fisher wants to come do it.
Yeah. We'll be nicer to him, of course.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, the opinions of the Nerdy Screw Radio can pull it up, but don't worry, next week's be far more solid. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.